Hey guys, welcome to another video by your favorite family member, Michael. In today's video, I wanted to talk about how I've improved so much in Fortnite over playing it the last 60 days. I played back in season 5 or 6 for a brief moment of time, but I never really got into the game because I wasn't very successful at learning how the whole building mechanic worked. I have really put my head down over the last 2 months focusing on learning my builds, binds, and how to aim better in Fortnite. I'm currently sitting at 3800 hype, and I've only been playing competitive for about 2 weeks. I hope that by sharing these tips, you can have the same effect on your gameplay as I have. Number 1, finding optimal binds. I have changed my binds about 4 times, and every time it has gotten better and better with each change. My building binds have been consistent except my cone bind, which has changed from 10, and yes, I do have a Razor Naga, but it's changed from 10 to Z to C, and now it is on V, which is really comfortable for me. I've also changed my edit bind from 8 to F, and then finally landing on E. My inventory binds have changed a little bit, but that it really isn't that big of a deal. Also, don't copy your favorite streamer or favorite Fortnite YouTuber on all their binds. Now, I'm not saying that you can't take away some binds from them, like their edit binds or their wall keys or whatnot, but what I'm saying is don't sit there and go, wow, Book is a world champion Fortnite player, I'm going to copy his edit bind, because his edit bind is on G, and that's a really far bind for most people unless you have very long fingers. And so I just want you to be aware of that, because you can find yourself being very stressed out and very annoyed because these binds that the pros or your favorite YouTuber has just don't work for you. Tip number 2, spending time in creative. Every pro or insanely mechanical player has spent many hours in creative practicing their builds, learning how to do 90s, 180s, editing cones, editing walls to get the right hand peak. All of this is extremely useful. One thing to mention is once you learn a new high ground retake or a new edit, make sure you actually use what you learned in a real game. I recently learned the booga jump and thwifle cone, and I would just do it in creative just fine, but in a real game I never actually used it. And that is the key. Don't be a creative hero, be a in-game hero. Tip number 3, analyzing your games. This might be more difficult if you don't post to YouTube or stream on Twitch, or in general don't record. Fortnite does have replays, but what I'm talking about is being extremely conscious about the mistake you just made. After you die to someone, don't tilt, but rather sit there and think, okay, should I have edited the wall differently? Should I have went for high ground retake instead of fighting? Even though I got good damage on this person, should I have ran away and healed so I could still have that advantage? All these things are important, and being conscious about your mistakes will help you learn, and hopefully you won't make the same mistake when you're in the same situation again. Tip number 4, watching YouTube videos and streamers. I have learned a lot from Ejerian on YouTube, so shout out to him. He helped me recently learn how to do the booga jump and to properly do the thwifle cone, as well as other helpful things. I also watch a few streamers, but it's really hard to follow what exactly they might be doing because they're doing it so fluidly and so fast, unless they're commenting their gameplay. In my experience, watching YouTube videos has been better for me because the videos typically go over what is happening in a step-by-step fashion and talks about why the person is doing it. And the last tip I have for you is do not tilt. This is the one that I sometimes struggle with the most because I've been top 100 or top 1000 in a few games over my gaming career, and so I know what I am totally capable of. But when I started learning Fortnite, I had to start completely from scratch. Tilting will put you in a fixed mindset, which will help you no longer learn from your mistakes or want to improve. The worst case scenario of being tilted is that eventually enough tilt could potentially end up resulting in you quitting the game as well. These have been the 5 things that have really helped me improve in Fortnite over the last 2 months, and I'm hoping that these tips will help you improve and enjoy the game much better. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I really hope you enjoyed it.